From the earliest days of settlement to the modern age of technology, American history is filled with stories that defy explanation. Among the most captivating are the tales of individuals and entire communities who vanished, leaving behind questions that have puzzled investigators and intrigued the public for decades, even centuries. These are the most mysterious disappearances in American history. Our first mystery takes us back to the very beginning of the English presence in the New World. In 1587, a group of more than 100 men, women, and children established a settlement on Roanoke Island, off the coast of modern-day North Carolina. The colony's governor, John White, sailed back to England for supplies, but his return was delayed for 3 long years by a war with Spain. When he finally made it back to Roanoke in 1590, he found the settlement completely deserted. There were no signs of a struggle, no bodies, and no clues to the fate of the colonists, save for one cryptic word carved into a post-Croatoan. This was the name of a nearby island and a local Native American tribe. Did the colonists integrate with the tribe? Did they attempt to sail back to England and perish at sea? Or did they meet a more violent end? Despite numerous investigations and archaeological digs over the centuries, the fate of the lost colony of Roanoke remains one of America's oldest and most profound unsolved mysteries. Centuries later, in the golden age of aviation, another icon vanished into thin air. Amelia Earhart was a global superstar, a pioneering pilot who had captured the world's imagination with her daring flights. In 1937, she embarked on her most ambitious journey yet, to become the first woman to fly around the world. On July 2nd, during one of the final legs of the trip, Earhart and her navigator, Fred Noonan, took off from Lae, New Guinea, bound for the tiny Howland Island in the Pacific. They were never seen again. Their last radio transmissions indicated they were low on fuel and unable to locate the island. An unprecedented search and rescue operation by the U.S. Navy and Coast Guard found no trace of the flyers or their Lockheed Electra plane. Theories have swirled ever since. Did they crash and sink into the vast Pacific? Were they captured by the Japanese? Or did they manage to land on a remote, uninhabited island and live out their days as castaways? The disappearance of Amelia Earhart became an enduring legend, a symbol of adventure and a mystery that continues to fuel expeditions and debate to this day. Our final case comes from the Jet Age, a brazen crime that unfolded at 30,000 feet. On Thanksgiving Eve, 1971, a man in a dark suit, identifying himself as Don Cooper, boarded a Northwest Orient Airlines flight in Portland, Oregon. Shortly after takeoff, he passed a note to a flight attendant, claiming he had a bomb in his briefcase. He demanded $200,000 in cash and 4 parachutes to be delivered when the plane landed in Seattle. His demands were met. After allowing the passengers to deplane, he ordered the pilots to fly towards Mexico City. Somewhere over the rugged, forested terrain of southwestern Washington in the dead of night, the man known to the world as D.B. Cooper did the unthinkable. He lowered the rear stairs of the Boeing 727 and parachuting into the freezing rain with the ransom money. An extensive manhunt turned up nothing. He was never identified, and his ultimate fate remains unknown. Did he survive the perilous jump? In 1980, a young boy found a decaying bundle of $20 bills from the ransom money, but this only deepened the mystery. D.B. Cooper is the only unsolved case of air piracy in American history, a folk hero to some and a ghost to all. From lost colonies to vanished aviators and phantom hijackers, these stories endure because they touch upon our deepest fears and our greatest curiosities. They are reminders that even in a world we think we know, there are still blank spaces on the map, and some questions may never be answered.